And hello there, welcome to the Red October Network. I'm back. Hello everyone, Stefan Cassidy here. Yeah, it's been a while since I've made a video. Obviously, it's been quite busy. I don't remember the last time that I made a video. I think it was around October. I posted a video of Century 3 Mall. So, wow. It's unbelievable, but yeah, I have been extremely busy. I've gotten older, balder, and fatter. My neck is so big right now, and I don't know. But anyways, I'm back, so thank you if you stayed subscribed this whole time. Thank you very much for sticking with us, and I know our ad revenue, our AdSense was pretty much down. I guess you have the video stealers to thank for that. But anyways, I wanted to do this video today for a special reason. First of all, between the last time I posted a video here on the Red October Network and now, a bunch of stuff has happened. Switched jobs. I was working at Sears and quit there, and I'm working at Giant Eagle. So yeah, so that's a lot of fun. So I have been very busy. I mean, I'm still a part-time worker, but I have grad school at night. I've been working 4 or 5 days a week ever since I last posted. So anyways, you know, it's been busy, and you know, that takes precedence. I wish I could post more videos, but unfortunately not really. But I love you guys. So anyways, the real reason why I wanted to do this video today is because between the last time I printed or made a video and now, I have made a significant achievement. I was inspired to write a different kind of story. I once was, when I was in high school, I used to write a lot. When I was in middle school, I wrote a lot. And I wrote a novel. It was called Lightspeed Chronology. It took 4 years, roughly, to write, and it's never been published before, but it's probably not going to get published. But that was a lot of fun, and then for years and years and years I had writer's block. So I was inspired. First of all, I want to introduce to you, which this is my newest creation. It is my book that took all of October and all the way until about March 1st. It's called Hope for Healing. This is a cover that I designed, or that I had commissioned by Mr. Benjamin M. Zeus Barnett. It's a wonderful book. Obviously, this is a print copy, which these are not available in stores, but if you look down in the description of the video, there is a link to the Kindle book. So please do click down there. It's $4. If you can spare $4 to read 100 pages, it's a really good deal. I'm not really in it for the money. But anyways, let me give you a little bit of background on Hope for Healing. Okay, so the book is based upon a girl who, her name is Hope Malott. Hope Malott is very much, you know, she's a typical teenage girl. She grows up, you know, there's a part of the story which is when she's really little, and there's most of the stories based around when she's around 14 to 16 years old. And she, her parents were in a accident at a nuclear testing facility, and as a result there was a chemical called C402, which was supposedly taken in by her parents, and so this gave Hope the amazing power that her blood, her saliva, her tears, everything was able to do amazing things and heal people. And it could heal sicknesses, it could heal illnesses, it could heal cuts. And the whole story revolves around how she handles it, because she has a lot of issues. First of all, her main, the main, I guess you could say, antagonist is Dr. Bill A. Copulus. Copulus, I don't know how you pronounce it, but it is, he is a doctor which knew about it and is trying to cover up for the fact that it kind of got away from him. So he's going to do anything to try to hide Hope from them. Another antagonist is the neighbor of Hope, Lou Mendoza. Lou Mendoza finds out when his daughter Adriana gets cut and Hope heals her, and so he later becomes a stepdad after some unfortunate circumstances, and he's one of the antagonists because he wants to make money off of Hope. There's the school prep, Dory Collins. Dory is a, she's kind of like the Rachel McAdams of the school that Hope goes to, and she's the one who has a chance encounter with Hope and basically tattles on her. And then finally, the I guess you could say the protagonist or the supporting character is a girl named Duluth Kane. Now, Duluth is a girl who basically is a couple years older than Hope is, and she has the same issues because they both worked in that her parents worked in the factory also, and they basically she's been deluded of her powers by Dr. Copulus, whatever you want to say, and she sees Hope as a sort of redemption. Copulus took my powers away, so why don't we survive them through Hope? But she has a tough life, and she's very resilient, she's very tough. So that's basically what the book's about. Now, I would like to take a little bit of an opportunity to say who inspired this book. There's a friend of mine who, her name is Michaela Page. I'm going to confess this. Michaela Page and a guy named Renee and a girl named Elizabeth, we all kind of do a little radio show together. Michaela Page was on a TV show called The Voice on NBC, and she basically, her artistic talents inspired me to write this book. So I never told her that because I think it'd be kind of weird, celebrity inspires you. But hers was like the get over the hill, get over the hump, and energized me, made me passionate about my writing. And I really thought that the whole idea behind the story was something where I had been essentially thinking, because I've had trouble finding jobs in the field, I said, what would be the best way that I could ever make money? Because I was desperate. I don't have a lot of friends. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have a lot of job skills. I have a shitty degree from Penn State. I have a geography degree, which is sort of environmental science light. And so I always thought, like, what if I could just make $1 million in 30 seconds just by healing somebody? Wouldn't that make me popular? Wouldn't that make friends? I'm kind of a loner, you know, but it's very hard. I've always had a hard time making friends. And, you know, and I live a very lonely life. I don't have people who want to go out with me, and I've never had a girlfriend, never had a boyfriend either, but I'm not gay, but I've never had a girlfriend. I've never really felt like, you know, that something around there is support. I mean, I've had a lot of issues with my life. I don't really have a lot of stability. I've had sleep apnea, and I kind of wish, in a hope for healing kind of way, that I could cure myself, you know. And but it was always just this really imaginative context of being able to do great things with very little effort. And don't we all want to do that? And Hope for Healing also addresses the fact of greed. You know, how it also addresses how conflicted kids are today. They're expected to do so much, and their parents tell them they're winners, and everybody tells them that they're, you know, that they have to do things. They have to go to college. They have to get a 4-year degree. They have to work hard. They have to take up student loan debt. And I think through the specter of Hope and a teenage girl, that's like the pinnacle of the problems we have in our society, and the inability for us to decide, because if you're little you don't really have the problems, and if you're older you don't have the conflict in there. So I obviously think that that Hope for Healing is about just basically about like how we have corruption in the government, we have corruption in the medical system, we have corruption that friends can stray from us, that our parents can be very much enticed by money to, you know, make our families much better. And it's also a thing about, perhaps even about our healthcare system, you know, that we need some sort of magic bullet. We need that because people are desperate nowadays, especially with the Affordable Care Act and everything, and the way the policy's been. So I think that's something. And I think that's all manifested in Hope for Healing. And it's a good read. I mean, it's I think it's about 150 pages on Kindle. Like I said, it's $4. I don't know if money's tight and everything. Everybody's broke nowadays. I get the drift for it. But you don't even have to have a Kindle to do it. You can just basically... you can go and there's a Kindle Cloud Player. There's you can get it on PC, you can get it on iTunes, you can get it on Android. They're all free, and then you pay for it on your Kindle and it downloads, and there's no copy protection, so share it. I'm not in it for the money. I'd rather everybody do interpretations of it. I mean, my ultimate goal is that somebody would write a 2-page column just about the issues and do an analysis of it. And so, I mean, that's the thing. So, please do. I mean, like I said, it's $4. If you have the ability to read the previews on Amazon, please do buy this. I mean, I wish I could make a few bucks off of it. I don't think it's going to make me a millionaire. If money's an issue, just whatever you can pay. If you want a PDF, I can send it, you know, and that's the thing. I'd rather you do an analysis of it. But I think, first of all, that if it becomes big, I do have Michaela Page from W4CY to thank, and The Voice. So if she's watching, yeah, if this makes it big someday, thank you, Michaela. But anyways, it's about midnight, so that's why I'm being a little quiet. But anyways, yes, please do share this video, send your comments. I'm sorry I've been so absentee, the past 4 months, 5 months, but we'll try to get back on track and make some videos, and we'll see you later. So for Red October Network, Stefan Cassidy, go Cat Pack. See you later.